Okay, group one, welcome. This is your autumn 2020 reading. This is the Tiger's Eye group for those of you that picked this nice polished Tiger's Eye. All right, let's see what you got here. You have personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? And what wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So right away, the reading is calling for you to trust your intuition in this particular season. 10 of Pentacles came out in reverse. That is a significator for the reading. Yang, or the number 1. So this is creative energy. This is the beginning of something. So this shows me nearing the end of a cycle, needing to use your intuition. And then we have obviously what is a beginning again. So a 1, let's see what this might pertain to. We have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Sorry guys, I'm working out my camera angle here. The chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. Air, seek a union of mind and spirit. Okay, so what I was getting right away about needing to use your intuition reflected once again in the cards. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And the Halloween oracle, since this is Halloween season, the skeleton, strength. And your Stephen D. Farmer animal guide is the penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. And the darkness is revenge. So this is kind of the shadow side for the season of you or the situation. The tortoise came out in the T cards, slowly but surely getting ahead. And then from the universe, which is kind of your message of light, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So let me look at these together. Well, this overall, group 1 or Tiger's Eye, it definitely ties into what the dailies have been showing me about, you know, the collective energies. Lots of endings and beginnings. And it's kind of like they're not really neatly complete. Like, the ending isn't neatly complete. The beginning hasn't all the way started. This may be kind of more in the mental realm right now. Long, hard, emotional journey has been had. And I kind of feel like I'm getting this like personal development aspect out of this reading. It has so much more to do with like the personal end of life, the people end of life, what they call soft skills, knowing how to work with people kind of thing in a very broad sense. This can be in your relationships, your family, you know, work situations, just kind of like overall life lessons. And I think that this group of you guys, you've had it together as far as earning for yourself and your money, because you got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You've been great on that. You've built a lot for yourself. You've done very well. Even in the creative realm, you haven't really been blocked there. Family has been, you can't complain. You know what I mean? Like, all in all, is everything perfect? No, but you can't complain. This is more like learning to deal with the snarky sides of relationships and people and situations, from what I'm seeing. And it's like you're slowly but surely, with this tortoise here, getting ahead in relationships with people and understanding people's true intention, following your intuition, following your gut about people. So in the autumn season, that's definitely going to continue to be a focus, but you're going to reach more of a level of mastery this autumn. Like what I was just talking about seems like it's all a past energy, and there's going to be this element of needing to forgive somebody for sure. We have revenge here. Okay, we have forgiving and learning. We have the chalice, which is rejuvenation and fulfillment. Okay, which is, I think, in this particular instance, having to do with like a battle you've kind of had ongoing between you and someone else. And I feel like this is on a very like personal, emotional level. You've wounded each other really bad to the point that it almost starts, it's felt tit for tat, and like you need to get revenge, and like you love them dearly, deeply, you've built so much together, but there needs to be a change, and there needs to be a new start, and you need to get out of this like dark energy of wanting to make them pay or feel the same way you have. So when I think I surrender more is super important here. And the forgiving and learning, and like I said, the chalice, because there's something like holding you back that you need to let go. You know what I mean? Like the situation itself, of course, is not going to improve if everybody continues to act out of like their worst motivations, basically, or their like most base emotions. You're going to need to overcome that, because there's a huge opportunity to step out of all of that. It's amazing. I mean, a long journey brings rewards. So it's like everybody's learned from the situation here, whatever this is, whether it's work, family, marriage, a personal relationship. Like there's been a reason and a purpose, and people have gotten what they need to out of this, but you got to like bury the hatchet. Concisely, you need to bury the hatchet. I've been like wandering all around this, but you know, there's something that you need to thank the universe for, grow up, apologize to each other, and move on from. Long story short, don't seek revenge. It's only going to drag you down and worsen the entire situation. I know why the skeleton came out here. You're going to need to be strong to get in your higher vibration and overcome this. Seek a union of mind and spirit. So this is, aligning yourself with your intuition, okay? Aligning yourself with your spiritual body, physical body, spiritual body, mental body. A full alignment is going to be super important. So you aren't kind of leaving your energy scattered all over the place is another thing that I just feel this out of this reading of like, you're losing too much of yourself approaching situations the way you have been. So if you can, collect yourself back together and really fortify yourself, it's going to be reflected in everything around you. Your environment, your relationships, your marriage, if that's what it is. I'm really sensing a lot of you may be dealing with an air or an earth sign, for sure. There's this dichotomy to this, but I feel like the saving grace, and I say dichotomy of like air and earth, they don't relate. You know what I mean? That's the feeling that I'm getting. It's like stubborn earth and, air floating free. But I'm getting that the saving energy is this fiery, passionate, creative, new cycle that wants to begin if everybody can kind of just let go of this. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. And this is for autumn 2020. It's for the entire season. But when you think you've surrender more. It's kind of like surrender to yourself, surrender to alignment, surrender to what you know is right, surrender to love, the energy of love, a higher vibration. And don't throw out what you built. You know what I mean? Like a cycle is ending. This is great, but this is something here is worthwhile. I don't know if it's a friendship. I don't know if it's a job. I don't know if it is whatever your situation is, but it's definitely worth holding on to. But I will see you guys for another pick a card when we get to the winter solstice. So I will see you guys then. Bye. All right, group two. Group two, you guys picked the Peach Moonstone. This is a really cool specimen that came from Arizona. All right, let's see what you guys have. The dragon, whoa, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny and rise with dignity. This is the significator of the reading, the Three of Wands upright. So this kind of influences all of the energy of all the cards that we bring out. Time to go. Number 45 or 9. The talisman. You're destined to succeed. A lot of destiny coming up here already. And going, traveling, making a decision. 3 of Wands. Time to go, you know. Let's see what else comes out. Serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So yeah, a lot of movement here. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Very interesting. This is neat, guys. All right, and the Halloween oracle, since this is fall. Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. Wow. So much like regality. It's like this royal energy, destiny. And the seagull, now is the time for deep emotional healing. All right, so yeah. Peaceful among thorns. This is your shadow side, and 2 cards came out. This is the shadow aspect of the autumn. Bride in a cage and peaceful among thorns. Reconciliation in the seagull. And your tea leaf is the egg. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. And this is your light. This is the message from the universe. And I am the loving energy of the universe also. So that was very balanced. You got 2 cards for the darkness and 2 cards for the light. So worked out. So there's a super fated, destined element to this reading for autumn. So I feel like for you, group 2, Peach Moonstone people, this is going to be a really pivotal time. Like there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of changes. And they are definitely going to happen, you know, whether you participate or not. It really seems like with serendipity and destiny being talked about, destined to succeed. But I kind of feel like this is very focused on a relationship. It could be with any sign. All the signs are here. Actually, I was gonna say strongly a fire sign because that's the significator of the reading. But you guys could actually be dealing with any sign. There's something in a relationship with somebody that needs to be healed for sure. And I think I'm drawn to heavily this idea of needing to look at yourself, needing to look deep down in yourself and figure out what ancestral or karmic or, you know, childhood patterns would need to be healed within you to achieve what it is that you want. And I feel like what it is that you want is either to be able to move forward from some emotionally damaging thing that happened in a relationship, or to figure out how to come together with the person that you want to be with, because reconciliation is here. So there's this huge focus on turning within, knowing your own power, understanding very clearly what it is that you want. Because if you are unclear in that, with so many elements of destiny and fate in play here, it could really muddy the situation. I feel like angels and ancestors are with you to assist you, but you have to make the decision first with this 3 of Wands there. You have to decide to go. No more waiting on something to happen. This needs to be self-directed. It's certainly time to, make it happen in a physical sense. Not think about it anymore. You have wands, like it needs to be happening. There's a huge focus though on self-love, unconditional love, loving your inner child, healing your inner child, going back and doing, you could look it up, it's called the completion process, possibly. These are the things that I'm getting. It's something internally that needs to be healed before you can have success or move forward with this whole reconciliation or reuniting with this love. And this could be with a parent, this could be with a friend, this could be, any number of things. It doesn't have to necessarily be a marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, but with this bride in a cage and peaceful among thorns, there's a huge need to go and heal yourself in a way from the inside that you can't be held back. Like, you need to know your own power. I'm trying to explain this in a way that is going to convey what I'm feeling, because I have this feeling. Know that in any situation you are in control. Don't ever give your power away to somebody else. Just know that you don't have to be fearful of the decisions that you're going to make or that you want to make, or about any decision that you make, period. Because at any point in time, if you decide that you don't like it, you have the power to change it. You have the power at all times, and you are in control. But that is also a burden and a responsibility that we have to bear when we are peaceful among thorns. Okay? You have to remain vigilant and make those decisions consciously for yourself. Don't allow circumstances to overtake you and you go, oh, this person did this to me, I'm a victim kind of thing. It's very empowered, self-directed consciousness is what I feel like the universe is asking you to embody here. And it's going to lead to a lot of positive changes. There's new good things coming in, bright new prospects, but there's also this element of fixing something from the past, or getting a gift of something from the past. That type of element. You're gonna know how to do this. You know what I mean? But don't ever forget that you are in charge, okay? And don't ever forget that you trust yourself to make the right decisions. Know that you can do it and that you will do it. Okay? Whatever this is that you need to work out with yourself, or get back in alignment with yourself. Because it's going to make a huge, big difference. It's like massive transformation. It is almost impossible for me to convey what I'm feeling and some of the flashes of, what I'm getting about this reading to you guys. This is overwhelmingly positive, but you got to put in the work. Like, you could sit back and not do anything and not improve anything, and nothing's going to happen then. You know what I mean? Like, you could be like, yeah, whatever. Nothing in that reading came true, but if you get serious about this and really turn inside and really understand that you know the truth, you're self-directed, you are empowered, you can do what it is that you want, and that you're in control. So don't be afraid to make a choice. People get stuck because they're afraid to even make a choice, because they're in this victim consciousness, basically, of oh, well, I can't turn back if I make the wrong choice. What if and the other thing, I just got this. Anything that's destined for you is going to be there. There's nothing going to stop it. So one of you guys needed to hear that. Please don't forget that. You cannot mess it up if it's fate or destiny. So I am the loving energy of the universe. Okay? So don't forget that. We are love. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So it's I know for sure there's some element of needing to make a decision, kind of having waited, not really sure which way to go, and that kind of thing. This is telling you to just go. Just move. Move forward, make a decision, go for it. You're not going to be wrong. And part of the journey is doing internal work. And I think it's just going to naturally happen along the way. Maybe this is one of those soulmate situations, whether it's a family situation or a relationship, or it might even be some karmic thing in your life with a job that's meant to teach you something, but you're gonna learn something here, and you can't go wrong as long as you just move forward. And that's what I got for you guys. I will be doing another one of these readings for the winter, for winter solstice. If you really like them, you can request more, but that's my plan for next time. And I'm so glad you guys were here, and best of autumn to you guys, group 2. Bye. All right, group 3, the Desert Rose. This cool Desert Rose. This is selenite, I'm pretty sure. I've always known it as the Desert Rose, though. All right, let's see what you got. Sea turtle, protection. You are a master of finding life's flows. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you'll succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Well, that sounds fantastic. Go, y'all. All right, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This is the significator for the reading. So it is kind of tying everything together, and more important than the others. By the book, or number 11. I would not be surprised if you guys are 11-11ers or see it quite often. 11-11, 1-1-1. The Queen, love and prosperity. This is a beautiful reading so far. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, this is important. I'm going to just stop right now and say this. Shuffling you guys' group, Desert Rose or group 3 people, I felt resistance. I felt stagnation. I felt this density, meaning like you guys are pushing away what you want the most, I'm pretty sure. And I feel like that was an important message because it was around 22 in the recording. I think, yeah, you guys, it's like this brick wall, like an energetic brick wall you got around you. Let's keep going with the cards though. The Halloween Oracle, since this is autumn and all, is the Skull of Light Illumination. And then your Stephen D. Farmer Animal Spirit card is Panda. Create a sacred space for yourself and your home and or your place of work. Interesting. Can that even be seen here? I'm trying to figure out this camera angle. All right, and for your dark side in autumn, Queen of My World, which is the full moon, feminine energy, perchance to dream. Oh, and you got a third darkness, Masquerade. So once again, I feel like you guys are pushing away what you want most. You're very like self-directed. I think for you women, you've been hurt a lot and you're single and tired of it, okay? You want love in your life, but energetically you're not inviting it in, and you're also not being authentic enough to attract what's right for you. If you're not projecting yourself out to the universe and you're projecting this mask, maybe you keep encountering people that are fake or that you don't jive with or that aren't right with you because you aren't putting your energy out there for it to return to you. Make sense? Perchance to dream. This is like in your dark side, like you want these things. You tell yourself you want these things, but you're really choking the energy out. You see how these guys are, it's almost like the angel is taking out the king. I don't know. It is energetically pushing away what you want. Stepping into a new experience. Yes, important here. You need to kind of, I know this sounds terrible. I'm like bitching at you guys about yourself. But I'm just trying to help. If you want to get what you want, you have to really align with the energy. Like, you really, really have to align with the energy, and then you have to actually do it. If you keep signaling out to the universe that you want this thing, but the energy that you're putting out is a block to it and pushing it away and, you know, believing all of these negative things about love. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of law of attraction, that kind of thing. Maybe look into it a little bit more, because you're not in alignment with what it is that you think that you want. So maybe take some time with this queen of my world. And the queen, love and prosperity, the way that you would bring it into yourself is by loving yourself. Date yourself. Make yourself happy. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Take time to do nice things for yourself or your friends or that kind of thing. Like, get in that energy and that vibration of love and align with that, and you're going to call into you what you're putting out. Does that make sense? If you're like, oh, I want a relationship, but they all suck and all men suck and I don't believe in true love and my parents divorced, and you know what I mean? All these subconscious narratives that we have, that we tell ourselves, pushes what you think that you want away. Joy is the ultimate creator. So yeah, once again, law of attraction, get in that energy of looking for fun things, looking for the happiness in things, focusing on the joy. Stop yourself for 10 seconds. You know, if your mind is kind of cycling blankly into a place that you don't want to resonate with and you don't want more of, like, let's say you're sitting in traffic and everything's shitty and people are cussing and everything, and you're like, okay, this is not good. Instead of dwelling in how shitty it is and getting more of the same drawn to yourself, stop, zone out. You know, of course, be careful in traffic, but like, collect your mind back in, and for 10 seconds or, 17 seconds is my favorite. That's Abraham Hicks. Work on a verbal flow in your mind of positive things. I love this in my life. I love this about my car. I like this thing. I'm really happy I did this the other day. Like, continually just think about, I love my child. I love my, whatever it is. I love my dog. These are all just examples, but just cycle through that and stay on that flow for 17 seconds, and it can change the direction of your day. So anyway, oneness is my true nature. And okay, exactly, alignment. The universe is asking you to actually align your intentions with your actual energy, because we are always broadcasting something. And you want to make sure that what you're broadcasting is calling in the audience that you're looking for. If you're broadcasting shitty things, the people that want to see and do more shitty things are, all you're going to reach. So, yeah, for sure. But look at authenticity, too. I think that in this process of kind of going back to yourself, aligning your energies, it's going to bring out more, radical authenticity, which is fantastic, because that's going to put you in the vibration of always getting what is really, truly yours, not more bullshit situations that are going to create more damage, to you in your mind of, everything sucks all the time and nothing's ever going to be good. Yeah, I opened the clarifier deck to death, which is great. It really, really is. People, I hope, don't freak out about it. Great. It's needing to give up the facade. It's like you have, like how they say about cancer, I'm a Cancer, that we have the shell that we go into, and it's like the armor, and it keeps everybody out, and like I was saying, your energetic brick wall is holding out something. It may not even be a relationship. Pardon me if it isn't. This could be a variety of things. Maybe you've been working on law of attraction, maybe you're looking for a job, that kind of thing, because all of these energies align to any of that. But the other aspect of this, so you need to keep an open mind, okay? Stay in alignment, but be open to what is. It kind of reminds me of, what is that Jim Carrey movie, Yes Man? Where he does a seminar or whatever. Somebody convinces him to go to the seminar, and he's got to say yes to like everything. His whole life changes around, and it's actually pretty much for the positive. It's pretty crazy along the way, but I mean, it completely changes his life around. So keep an open mind in any, whether this is love you're looking to the reading for, or money, or anything. Things can happen in a way that you can't even imagine, that you never even thought of. So like, if you are doing law of attraction, prayers, that kind of thing, maybe don't focus so much on the details. Just know that these things are coming to you, and it's going to be great. And don't worry so much about what does it look like. Like, if you don't agree with what it looks like when it shows up, you can push it away. Does that make any sense? I don't want you guys to get like mired in the details to the point that when your good comes for you, you're like, that's not right. So you automatically go, this isn't for me, when it might have been the best thing in the world. The perfect job for you that's going to lead to a ton of personal abundance and success. Probably if you're single, I would figure, since we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it may not be the one that you thought. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're all guilty of this with job search, and like, you generally have a pretty narrow focus somewhat of what you think is for you and what you're qualified for and that kind of thing. And sometimes the wild card might be the way to go. So have an open mind about it. If somebody suggests a position to you, or suggests a situation to you, or suggests a trip, or any number of things, like, just be open to it. Just be open to all the possibilities. And the other thing too is you staying centered and authentic and like in your heart chakra. I'm gonna say, like, work with the heart chakra, work with that centeredness, work with the throat chakra too. So 4th and 5th chakras, I feel like, are really important for this group for this month. Do some chakra meditations. There's great ones on YouTube. Create that sacred space for yourself. Keep clear on your goals. Like, don't forget, don't let the day-to-day grind get in the way of what your goals and what your aims are. Keep yourself focused on that in a very open-minded, positive way, because it's going to come to you whatever way the universe sees most perfect and fit. Okay? So just, be authentic, stay in it to win it. And I, like, for those of you that are single or not, even if you're not, date yourself. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, like, treat yourself nicely. Take time to do self-care. It's super important, because you're not going to be a great partner or find a great partner if you don't love yourself adequately and you're not putting out that energy of love. It's super, super important. And you are important. You should love yourself first to love anybody else. Don't let your well completely run dry worrying about how to facilitate everything for everybody else. So I'm going to leave it there. I really appreciate you guys being here. This has been your autumn seasonal pick a card reading. I will be doing one for the winter solstice, unless I am requested to do a pick a card before then for some reason. Leave it in the comments if you'd like to see that, and I hope you guys have a great autumn. Bye.